Wait for him to give you the thumbs up.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Today we are blessed to have one of our regular special speakers with us, and that is Eileen Lighthawk. And there's a lot we have said about Eileen in the past, and we could say again today, because she brings a lot with her every time she comes, including a lot of her training and experience. But I'm going to simply say what her husband Jay says about her, that she is a witty woman of wisdom, a witty woman of wisdom. So please uncross whatever you have crossed, open your heart, open your body, and especially open your mind, and invite in Eileen Lighthawk.
Thank you, Deanna. They loves alliteration. Can you tell? So, Mother's Day. This is, I put up a couple of pictures with help of some of the feminine faces of the divine. And this is one of the creator gods, who's a goddess of the ocean. And she made first woman out of the ocean. So we have a lot of the Judeo-Christian story of first man coming out of dirt, but first woman came out of the ocean, according to pass them around. Sure. And there's other pictures that, and then I thought I'd stick one in up here while I'm talking. She's the goddess of compassion. Can we start our slides, Phil? First of all, thanks. Thank you for welcoming me. Thank you for having me here today. It's so much fun to be here, and I really do appreciate the honor of having this opportunity to speak. Happy birthday to everybody. My son sent me a card and included Jay and said, "Happy Mother and Another's Day." So I thought that was great. I'm pretty sure every one of you here, male or female, has done a lot of nurturing to other souls. And for that, I personally appreciate the kindness that you share on this planet. Does everyone have a pen and paper? Because if you don't, grab one. Ocean Unity's theme for May is friendship. So how appropriate that we're celebrating Mother's Day. Because for most of us, your very first friend was your mother. If you were born in a hospital, some stranger grabbed you, forced you into bright lights, shone bright lights in your eyes, turned you upside down, and slapped you on your butt and said, "Welcome to the earth," and maybe stuck some rubber glove fingers into your mouth. But the first tenderness most of us experienced was from our mother. Whatever our backstory, we can all appreciate Mama Earth and all she gives us. We wouldn't be alive if Mother Earth wasn't sustaining her. And we can appreciate all the moms and the aunties and the grandmas who helped grow us along the way. Okay, everybody got what you need? We've each been blessed by many faces of the divine feminine, of divine love. You can just set her down here. For most of us, it was the female figures in our childhood that taught us about kindness and gentleness, open hearts and open arms. Because it's Mother's Day, and because I like to start my day with gratitude, I'd like us all to take a moment right now and take your pen and paper, write down the names of 2 or 3 women who were kind to you when you were a child. Probably your mom. She got up at 2 o'clock in the morning with you. She fed you. And for all her hard work, she got sassed by a teenager and poopy diapers and puked on. And so there's mothers, but there are other women who have nurtured us. Somebody came to mind when I was doing this exercise, and it was the school secretary when I was in grade school, Mrs. Doyle. And Mrs. Doyle, I was in trouble for something or other. I know you're shocked by that, but I was in the principal's office and the principal had to do something. And so she put Mrs. Doyle in charge of me and told Mrs. Doyle to make sure that I called my mother. Well, it was not my first time being in trouble. And those of you who know the time lady back then, I was adept at calling the time lady and going, oh, can I talk? Oh, my mom's busy. Okay, well, would you tell her sister wants her to call this school? Yeah, I'm supposed to, So I was pulling my usual con, and the time lady either repeated herself or I didn't get the phone hung up fast enough. Mrs. Doyle heard the time lady.
Oh.
And then the principal came in, and the principal said, did she call her mother? And Mrs. Doyle, God bless her. Thank you, Mrs. Doyle. Mrs. Doyle said, I was sitting right here when she made the phone call. And sometimes when you're a kid, just not to get busted is so good. I was like, God bless you, Mrs. Doyle. So you got your people figured out that were kind to you, people who helped you along the way. One woman who made a huge difference in my life, I have no idea what her name is. I met her for probably 10 minutes when I was a child, and she made a tremendous difference in my life. So it's not always the amount of contact, it's just that heart thing. And because love doesn't know any time or space, let's just take a moment right now and take those names, close your eyes, put a hand on your heart, and just thank those people. Thank you. Thank you for the difference you made. Thank you for caring. Thank you for loving me. Thank you. Okay. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, some of the women whose names I wrote down weren't always nice to me. They didn't always seem sweet, but they loved me. And they loved me enough to call me out if I wasn't being true to my heart. In the book of Proverbs, we're warned repeatedly to avoid the flattery and deceit of false friends. And then we're told, faithful are the wounds of a friend. In other words, your true friends are real with you. Your true friends will tell you if your fly's unzipped or you have spinach in your teeth. Your true friends will tell you if you're making a stupid ass choice. Speak up, okay. Good moms are true friends. And as such, they might not always be nice. Nurturing is not always nice, but it is kind. Nurturing is a quality of friendship. It's a quality of the divine. Nurturing soothes and strengthens our soul, but it doesn't mess around with our ego. You've probably heard the proverb, to have a friend must be a friend. But how do we be a friend? Well, I spent a lot of time this week going through a bunch of sacred texts from different traditions. And this is what I came up with. Here's a summation. We be with someone in an open-hearted way. We listen. We observe. We ask questions. We pay attention. We listen some more. We learn from others. We share activities with them. We cheer our friend on. We encourage them. We appreciate them. We share honestly. And we are kind. We focus on their strength. We nurture their soul. We respect the other. And we respect ourselves. So to me, the most important relationship we have, the most important friendship, and you got to get this one right or everything else is messed up, is our friendship with the divine. So you started out being friends with the divine or you never would have had an incarnation. That's sort of a given. Sure, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. And the source has friendship covered. The divine loves you no matter what, all the time, always. God is love. From the human side, from a human perspective, we absolutely adore God when we're in tune with the divine, and we're vibing with God. But a goofy human trick, and I know you've all done this because I've done it, and I am another you, is to choose a lower vibration and then wonder why God abandoned you. To get mad at life, to run from love, and then to blame God for all the chaos you create. So, how do we be friends with the divine? We be with spirit in an open-hearted way. We listen. We observe. We ask questions. We pay attention. We listen some more. We learn from source. We share activities. We cheer love on. We encourage each other forward. We appreciate. We share honestly. We are kind. We focus on spirit's strength. The verse in Book of Psalms says, David rehearsed his victories before the Lord. Hey, you and me, divine, remember that time when you saved my butt? And remember this time when you helped me out? Remember that time when you helped? We share memories. We nurture the divine soul. And you know my favorite prayer by now. Thank you. Thank you. Nice to be appreciated. We respect source and we respect ourselves. So after friendship with the divine comes making friends with yourself. Your divine nature, your higher self, and friendships with the little f you, the driver's license identity, the quirky personality, the kaleidoscope of energies that you put together for this incarnation. If I'm not friends with me, I'm not going to be able to be a good friend to you. Because instead of being open-hearted and sharing, I'll be hiding. I'll be shucking and jiving and trying to figure out what you want and trying to give it to you. Or I'll be trying to control you so you don't get too close to me. We must learn to love ourselves if we ever want to love anybody else. If you don't love yourself, if you're mad at yourself for any reason, then start right now today. Forgive the past, because we cannot move forward if we keep dragging the past around with us. You just can't do it. If you need to make amends with somebody, make amends with them so that you can live in now, be here, and so that you can create a better future, not just for yourself, but for all of us. When you are in love, when you are in harmony with the divine and in harmony with yourself, you are an absolute delight to be around. So the second most important friendship is with ourselves. How do we do that? We be, are you sensing a theme here? Mm-hmm. With ourselves in an open-hearted way. Some of you guys are so mean to yourself. You would never say the things to other people that you say to yourself. We listen. We observe. We ask questions. We pay attention. We listen some more. We learn from ourselves. We share activities that elevate us. We cheer ourselves on. We encourage ourselves forward. We appreciate ourselves. We share honestly. We are kind. We focus on our strengths. We nurture our eternal soul. And we respect our higher self and our little human incarnational self with all its foibles. Make friends with Earth. Wherever planet you think you're from, this is your home right now for this incarnation, for this life, for right now. In the Judeo-Christian creation story and in several of the other creation stories, humans were created to tend the garden, to learn from the plants and animals, to nurture nature, learn to appreciate the beauty and the diversity of the natural world. Add your love to all life. When the crows call at you in the morning, do you say good morning to them, or you go, oh, damn crows are making a bunch of noise? When the newt makes a home in your water main, little thing, do you say, look, I took a picture of Newt. This is my friend Newt. Or do you say, you got to get out of there? Be a blessing. Let your life be a blessing to the trees and the animals and the birds and the whales who share this planet with you. Be grateful for the diversity of life. So beautiful out today, right? How can you not be grateful? Look for beauty and give back to Mother Earth. So how do we be a good friend to Earth? We be. Just go sit under a tree. Go sit down by the beach and watch the waves. Just be. We listen. We ask questions. We pay attention. We listen some more. We learn from Mother Earth. We share activities that benefit us both. We cheer nature on. We encourage each other forward. We appreciate. We share honestly. We are kind. We focus on Earth's strengths. We nurture nature. We respect nature. And we respect ourselves. I love the diversity of life. If you're a mosquito who wants to bite me, I don't have a problem killing you. We're not playing that game. Now, some people do, and good for you if that's where you're at, but you need to respect yourself as well. So, we've made friends with the divine, we've made friends with ourselves, we've made friends with the environment, the earth that we're in. Now, make friends with life. Making friends with life is making friends with what is. Your body, as it is, right now, today. Are you friends with the body that you have? And if not, make friends with it. Your environment, your job, your neighbors, all the little things that make up your day-to-day experience. We have neighbors who are door slammers, and their parking place is right next to our bedroom.
Oh.
And so it's like kind of like a clown car. Like, how many people are they don't have that many people in their family. Bam, 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 blah, 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 blah. Oh, bam, bam, bam. It used to just drive me nuts. And then I thought, there are people who have neighbors who are crackheads. There are people who have neighbors who are crazy people with guns. Like, what if they're door slammers? Make peace. Make peace with the environment you're in. They're good people. They just slam doors. In case you haven't learned this yet, life doesn't get better when you complain. When we resist love, when we whine, when we're petty and goofy, we don't get a happy life. Well, why has God abandoned me? Okay, back to lesson 1. God's vibing here. You're vibing here. You might want to just step it up a little bit. Okay? Life improves and changes for the better when we change. When we bless. God bless my neighbors on their little journey they're going on. wherever they're going. Bless them. So how do we be a friend to life? We be with life in an open-hearted way. We listen, we observe, we ask questions, we pay attention. One of the cool things about all the beauty around us right now is you can look at the ocean forever and ever and ever, and every 5 minutes it's different. You can look at the trees and the skyscape, the clouds. Every 5 minutes it's different here. Constantly changing. So we be present. We learn from life. We share activities that benefit us both. We cheer life on. We encourage forward movement. We appreciate. We share honestly. We are kind. We focus on life's strengths. We nurture all the little things that make up our daily experience. Remember in the movie It's a Wonderful Life? And after he has his attempted suicide and he ends up saving the other guy and everything. When he finally gets back to his life that he thought was really bad, and he appreciates it so much, and he goes and he runs upstairs to see his children. He grabs that broken banister. It has driven him nuts since the day they moved into that house. And he grabs the broken banister thing, and it comes off the newel post, and it comes off in his hand. And he's so happy because it means he's really home. Oh yeah, this is my home with the banister that doesn't quite work right. We appreciate the little things that make up our daily experience. We respect the gifts that life gives us, and we respect ourselves. So I saved the hardest one for last. Making friends with humans. I know. Humans, right? Can't live with them, can't kill them. So, we have to realize that underneath all the imbalance, there is a gorgeous, beautiful, magnificent divine being in every human. And some people are really good at hiding it, but it's in there, inside each and every one of them. And they, just like me, just like you, need somebody to hold up a mirror of the divine so that they can see it for themselves. So how do we be a good friend to humans? We be with them in an open-hearted way. We listen, we observe, we ask questions, we pay attention, we listen some more, we learn from humans, we share activities that uplift, we cheer them on, we encourage them forward, we appreciate, we share honestly. Part of being a friend, being real with people. We are kind. We focus on their strength. We nurture their souls. You have a choice at that point. Are you going to nurture the victimhood? Are you going to nurture the strength? And which is more helpful? We respect their free will to make choices that we don't think are choices they should be making. That's a hard one. Welcome to parenthood. And we respect ourselves. Somebody's repeatedly choosing things that are not comfortable for you. You don't have to be in their presence all the time. It's annoying to both of you. So love people, lift them up, but don't get underneath them to lift them up. Because if you join them in the mud puddle, that's just supposedly you being all muddy. To be a friend to yourself, to life, to earth, to God, to all, is to uplift, to bless, to allow free will without disrespecting yourself. It is to choose kindness. And that's a little sticker I gave to you. Sticky on the face side, so you can stick it like on the driver's side of your window before you get in to drive your vehicle. But it's sticky on the face side. We choose kindness. Just like Father, Mother God, just like Mother Earth, and just like your mama taught you. So, we've just heard wisdom from the divine. How do we be friends? We be in our heart. We listen. Let's take what we've listened to in Spirit's message and really own it. Make it our own. Don't let this be like, well, that was entertaining. Okay. But let's really own it. So, deep breath in. Hands on your heart. Gratitude. Thank you, life. Thank you for being friends with me when I wasn't that friendly. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being there for me, even when I couldn't see it. Thank you for lifting me up to the place where I could see it. In your own heart, in your own way. Allow gratitude to flow. One of the names for God in the Judeo-Christian text in the Old Testament, in the Torah, is El Shaddai. And so you think of the Jewish Christian God as being very masculine. But one of the names for God is El Shaddai, which literally means the breasty one, the mother nursing a baby. Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, life. Thank you, me, for believing enough in love to show up for myself in my own life. Now just think about don't think about it. Take that back. Feel into what is one thing that you can do today, this day, to express your appreciation to the divine, to yourself, to life. Ananda, Ananda, Sat Chit, Ananda. Bliss, delight, joy is being unified with the divine. Or the English translation, if you don't fight with life, life simply helps you. I choose today. I choose this day, Mother's Day, May 14th, 2023. I choose to be friends with life, with the divine, with my life. I choose to be friends with life. Another deep breath in. And what was that one thing that you got That one action to take today. To honor yourself, to respect yourself. Show appreciation to the divine and to yourself, to Mother Earth. What was that one thing? Open your eyes and write it down. Thank you. Thank you for making a world a better place by being on the planet. Thank you for loving yourself enough. People can see how beautiful your soul is. Thank you for shining your light. I want to remind you about Monday Morning Wholeness Wave every Monday. Tune in, because it's another way that you can be friends with life. Thank you.
Thank you.